Hey guys, welcome to Joe's RC Corner, and today we're going to be back on the Cricket. I know it's been a little bit of didn't get a whole lot of work done last week. We did get the landing light installed, but today not sure what we're going to work on, so stay tuned and let's get started. All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel, like I said, and you know, I reached out to Viking Aircraft, and we're going to install the fuel switch here, or the valve to switch between left and right tank. So that is a great addition. We're going to be going ahead and installing that. Not necessarily today, but when we get the wings installed, we start looking at installing the fuel system on the Cricket. But right now, I've been going back and forth on what I want to work on next. I do still have the left wing here I got to get done. Right wing is completed. Do have to start the left. Shouldn't take too long to build the left. So I've actually been debating going ahead and maybe completing the passenger side door and the windscreen and the top. So that way those are done and out of the way. So that might be today's task. So passenger side door maybe first, and then we'll see if we have time to start working on the windshield, trying to get that trimmed up and get that up on the airframe and out of the way. We're going to go ahead and take some of these Clecos here, and we're going to flip them around and put them on from the inside, so that way they're out of the way of the windscreen while I'm trying to get this on. So let's go ahead and take a look, see if we can't work on one of these objects here today. So I'm not sure which one we're going to be working on today, but we could be working on the wing. Really need to get that done. But then again, there's still parts of the fuselage that need to get done too. And to be honest with you, I'm not really in the mood to work on a wing. That's a larger project to really get started on. The right wing is done, out of the way, and we don't have to worry about this one right now. But we do need to get started on that other wing. So what I think we might be doing today, it's maybe start working on something for the fuselage, maybe try to get that kind of situated so we can get the windscreen, the doors all prepped as well. I'm not sure. Let's take a look and see what we want to get done. Okay guys, so I'm going to take a break from the time lapse here for a second, because I want to talk about something. And if you guys watch Plane Enthusiast's videos, I think I'm running into the same exact issue that he had on the Super Duty with his canopy. This side here, as you can see, does not come down all the way around the edge here. So to correct that, as he did, is we're going to have to cut this out up here a little bit more so we can try to pull this that way a little more so I can trim. Because if you look on the other side, guys, I got tons of extra over here. Okay, and it is straight, and as you can see, it is level or straight with the pipe here. I might try to see if I can get it back a little bit further, and then if I have to trim it back, that's better. The other issue, same thing, it's sitting pretty much right on this rivet line here, which we don't want that, so we got to try to move that back. Because if you look inside, we have a little bit more room up here to bring this back. Not much, but a little bit, okay? So we're going to try to do that. We're going to go ahead and, this side's good. I got some gap here, but the other side we need to pull it this way more. So we're going to trim that, the section up here where it meets up, and try to get this to come back and around a little bit better around here. So because we need to bring that at least even with this right here, this area here. So that needs to come this way still. So, and I can't get any more right there. So we're gonna go ahead and trim that a little bit more, and then we'll play around with this front ledge here just a little bit, see if we can't get that to fit and wrap around there a little bit nicer, and then we'll clean up these edges. And I think I'm gonna have my canopy come down to here and up around the top there. So let's do a little bit more trimming up here, see if we can't get this to fit a little better. All right, let's go back to work, guys. Okay guys, just another break here from the time lapse. We got now, as you can see, it's now has enough space here that I can trim this to fit. I do have a little bit more trimming to do right there, but we'll get that right here to wrap that around a little bit better. And then we'll be able to start trimming this way so that I can get this even. But as you can see, I have a little bit extra now that I can now get around this edge nicely. So that's good. It fits around this edge really good. And this is going to be trimmed down and around to meet up with the door around there. It's meeting really good up in the front. So right up along here, I do need to clean this up a little bit just to make it a little bit straighter. But again, then this is going to come down and wrap around and line up with the door here. So I have some trimming, a little bit more cleaning up to do right here. And let's get up on top and let you guys see what it's looking like up here. So I got a center line. We're gonna have to move back to about right this side of this line, and we're gonna start the holes there. But I'm gonna start with the center hole first, get that locked in, or, well, maybe I'll just do this. I'll go from the outside edge, I'll go out probably 20 millimeters right here, and then 20 millimeters on that side with a 3/32, get that clecoed and locked in place. And then the next steps will be to go ahead and start spacing out my drill holes along here. And I might also do the holes here so that I can cleco this down to this section right here, because I haven't finished this section yet. I still need to get that done, but I didn't want to do this yet because I still have to peel up this a couple more times to finish up a few more wiring situations. That's not completely done there, so we want to be able to pull this panel off still. But yeah, that's looking pretty darn good, guys. And then what we'll do next afterwards is we will get the sunroof kind of spaced out and lined up on here, and then get that clecoed in place. I haven't completely decided how I'm going to affix this to the frame yet, whether I'm going to use rivets or screws. I'll have to think about that. Screws would probably be the ideal situation so I can remove it. Yeah, so if I ever have to replace that windscreen, it might be a good idea to be able to have that removable. But we'll take a look. And then this top one is going to be maybe bolted on. So we may put bolts through, bolt that in place. But we won't trim this edge yet until we have the wings mounted. Once that's done, then it's a little more complete there. But yeah, that's looking pretty good, guys. In the meantime, it'll be clecoed in place, 3 32nd holes along there. We'll do the final trim here, and we'll go from there. Other than that, I'm really happy. That's not as hard as it may look to some. It's challenging, definitely, but it's not too hard. So what we're planning to do is I'm going to take this line here that's already here, and I'm going to just try to do a nice smooth transition down and around, and then line up with here. That's kind of the plan with that. This might fit down a little lower then, which might not be a bad thing. So let's get back to work, guys, and see what more we can get on this done. Well, guys, I did what everybody tries not to do when you're drilling Lexan, and I'm very disappointed in myself. Cracked, and I was even using a Lexan polycarbonate drill bit. Was not adding any pressure and just drilling, and I heard a pop, and there you go. That's what happens, guys. That side went great, no problems whatsoever. So looks like I'm going to be ordering a new sunroof. Well, oh well. That's about $300 down the tubes now again. But yeah, that sucks. And I have a feeling it must have been from this corner spot right here. You can see where this has a sharp bend right here. And when I was drilling, it put just enough pressure because there was nothing underneath, and I heard a pop. So that's done. That piece is now crap. It's trash now. So yeah. So that part's going to stop for right now. We're not going to do anything else with this. You can see this side went very well, no issues here. So next step, we're just going to move on. We're going to go ahead and trim this down. And I'm going to be on this side of that line, so I have a little extra to play with. And if I have to, grind it down a little more. Front section up here, I'm going to going to line it up with here, but we need to get this trimmed and maybe cleco that into place. And then we can get some of this done here. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, very disappointed about that, but you know what, if shit happens, it is what it is. We're gonna move on and get started with the let's work a little bit on that right now, and then we'll be pretty much calling it a day around noon today, because it's my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to you if you watch my videos. I don't know if you do. I hope you do. yeah, so we'll continue working here, and I have the other piece already on order. All right, guys, let's get back to work. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of the video here. I finished with the windscreen. The windscreen is pretty much done. I do have some touching up to do, and I still need to get my rivets line along the top up there. My screw line up here. But for all intents and purposes, this is done and ready to go. I do have to drill the holes here for the screws and get that cap piece on, but it is lined up with the frame here. Same with the other side there. And we have plenty of room, nothing's touching up here. So that's all looking really nice and dandy. I'm really happy with this. This is looking really good. Fits flush along the side. And yeah, so there you go. Windscreen went down good. We'll finish up some of the pieces, make sure this is pulled in tight and screwed in place. And what we may end up doing is, I've seen some other guys use little pieces of aluminum strips and rivet in here, and holds this down and in a little bit tighter along the edges here, and that might be something I need to do, maybe up here along this area as well. We'll see how it holds and how it pulls into it. Yeah, this side's the same way on that. But all in all, windscreen went on good. Happy with that. Final trim done here, just to have some cleaning up to do along there. And here's this side. This I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a trim right up here, because it does pull a little bit here, but we'll get that straightened out. Yeah, so that's all looking really nice. I do still need to get this door. Haven't gotten it yet, so we'll have to work on that another day. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I am disappointed that this cracked, but we have a new one on order, and we'll get that replaced fairly quickly. So hopefully Zenith can get that out to me fairly fast. But yeah, everything else is looking good. Windscreen, I like the layout. Made sure that the edges along here are even on both sides, so that's looking really nice. And we'll go from there. I don't want to go with too many holes yet, because I'm not sure where I'm putting everything. And we're going to use the self-tapper screws that came with the kit. I'm going to oversize the holes in the Lexan so it doesn't hurt pull on that. And then same with this piece that goes along here. I have not worked too much on getting that taken care of yet, but we'll get those pieces in there. It'll cover up the edge there. We got to finish riveting. But yeah, that's looking pretty darn nice. Pretty happy with that. That came out good. So one step done there on the canopy, or windscreen, I'm sorry. All right, guys. Okay, guys, so I want to close off this video here. We are done for today. Didn't get a whole lot done this weekend. Probably only worked a couple hours on it. Maybe about, let's see, I got here about 5 hours. And I got the windscreen on. I test fit the rubber stripping to see where I might need to add a little pieces of aluminum to kind of just hold these corners in. But it looks like just right at this section here is the worst area. And that's the same on both sides. So I'm not sure how much more I could pull this down and this way. It does fit fairly tight. It's nice, does fit nicely. The rubber seal does seal nice along this front edge, so I'm happy with that. I might open up this hole, the sections up here just a little bit more, because I do have some weather stripping that maybe I can line that small section right there with and see how that looks. But other than that, guys, everything is looking good. I'm really happy with how the windscreen came out. Again, I'm not happy that I cracked the sunroof, but all in all, you know, it's better than cracking the windscreen. So windscreen is done for now. We'll space out and drill out those holes next time. I'm probably going to use self-tapping screws. I might look to see if I can find some button head screws that are the similar size with the self-tappers, drill the holes, tap them in there. I'm also going to buy some rubber washers to try to help with any possibility of rain getting in around the holes from the screws. So that's kind of the plan, guys, right now. That's where we are. I'm very happy with this, and next week maybe we'll get back on the wing. Maybe I'll feel like doing that, I don't know. But yeah, things have slowed down just a little bit, getting close to the holiday season. So starting the 16th, guys, of December, we'll be getting basically a video out more or less every other day as we're progressing, getting the wings done, and hopefully getting them mounted to the airframe before January. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully we can get that done, get the wings removed, go ahead and set up the paint booth in here and get that painted over the winter break, get them back on, permanently mounted, and that would be awesome if that's something I can get done. If I can get that done this over the winter break here while I'm off from work, that will put me in a great position to be sure that I get this done, having the airframe and everything completed by February is probably not going to make it, but maybe March, late March, we'll have her done. April, we'll fly off the 40 hours and then go on and start doing cross countries to come out and see everybody at different locations. So that's where we are, guys. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope the videos are entertaining. These are more for me, for my records, for the build log. But I hope you guys will follow along and enjoy the video. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate it, and catch you on the next video. Keep building, keep flying, and go find an airplane to build. Guys, bye.